Welcome to Shoalhaven Regional Gallery as we open new exhibitions this week. As we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which this gallery sits and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. The show Vivian Tanner's Meandering Through the Landscape is a beautiful exploration of the land here in the Shoalhaven that we're also familiar with. These works are still infused with the light, colour and form that we're familiar with, but they explore the landscape in its colour and form and the essence that Vivian feels when she connects so strongly to the Shoalhaven here.
Yeah, these works are not really what I've been known and recognised for. They're moving towards a more implied landscape, towards abstraction, but still clearly a landscape. Landscape is what stimulates me. I just want to capture the mood, the moment, the light. This is basically my response to the landscape. The mood is what I'm trying to capture. Mood is everything to me. I want to generate calm, enjoy the beauty of the landscape. Coming from Scotland, it was a real culture shock. It took me many years to see the beauty of Australian bush. I was so used to lush greens. But now I absolutely adore it.
The second exhibition we open this week is Beth Norling's The Collector's Daughter. Beth was awarded the highly commended prize at the Maruga Women's Art Prize 2018. As part of that prize, she was offered the opportunity to have a solo show here at Shoalhaven Regional Gallery. She is an incredibly accomplished artist, and this exhibition provides a beautiful response to the summer experiences she had in the Blue Mountains, and is incredibly reflective of the summer experiences so many of us had here in the Shoalhaven.
This work is called Colony Collapse, and what I've done is take photos from my own family tree, and it goes back 7 generations of photos I could find, and over the top I've overlaid beeswax comb, and the degree to which the comb covers the photograph represents how much bee colonies worldwide we have. So by the time you get to my children here, my children's generation, we only have 50% left of bee colonies in the world due to colony collapse. And what I find really interesting, the best theory about why colonies collapse comes from an Australian scientist who says it's not just one factor, it's due to environmental issues, pesticides. So the worker bees die earlier, the young worker bees go out and they're inexperienced, and so they also die. So within 2 weeks you have a whole colony that has completely collapsed. I have been a freelance artist for about 35 years, and in order to work differently other than to a commission, I start my day by meditating, and images come to my mind without much pre-thought. And the image I had was begging bowls made of bread, and I started to make these begging bowls and they looked uninteresting, and then I realised when I added ash into it they became something entirely different. They look like they've come from an archaeological dig, they look like skulls, they look very open, vulnerable, fragile. So having a begging bowl that looks fragile really encompasses the great need we have in the world at the moment for a a more sustainable environment for all the people of the planet. This work is called the Entomology of Loss. I wanted to represent the huge number of species that have been lost in the recent fires at Gospers Mountains. So I have collated insect common and scientific names, and we've used pins to install this work to mimic and echo the way scientists preserve, record and control databases of species.